wonder what Coach Bielema is thinking.
I mean, not really, because I mean, he put a plan in place, and we still had to go out and put together the plan whether he was here or not. So that's the outcome of that right there.
When you jump out early, they'll get nothing late. Are you on the sidelines thinking he's played pretty happy? He's not playing doing things on TV.
Of course, especially because he's not here. Watching from the side, watching from the side wherever he is right now. Pretty sure it felt exciting to know that his team came out in the jump to do what they had to do. We just got to finish that in the end.
Tarique, how do you find it in you guys defensively to kind of get stop after stop, even if your offense is
you would be a bad defensive player if it didn't pride yourself on stopping another offense. So, it's whether it be 11 versus 11 or one-on-one matchups throughout, you want to win every single one of them.
Tarique, how do you feel like Vertus, Calvin played? You guys are already kind of down numbers-wise.
Yeah, they stepped up and did their part. They stepped up and definitely did their part. So that's,
How did you guys make it through this week? I mean, it sounded like kind of a crazy week in Smith Center. How did you get through this without having a head coach around in person? What was it like?
Going back to the point, Coach had a plan in place for when he wasn't going to be here. And the coaches got to give him a lot of props in the way they handled it as well, making sure that we were still on point regardless if he was here or not.
Was there stress? I mean, it sounded like there was more testing. We saw you guys masked up. Is there any stress, what's this going to look like on Saturday? Or
making sure that we had all the pieces together for when today came, and that's what we did.
What's it say about you guys to come out? I mean, I know the outcome wasn't what you wanted, but there's a lot
of course, it's the system of the coaches, the system of whatever, but we have to still be able to work that through whether somebody's not here or not, because we're working through it, but we're still in the process of going through a pandemic, and anything can happen. Still, as you see, anything can happen. So it's knowing that we can still have to work forward with or without anybody, and that's how this week went.
Tarique, you never want to see injuries to teammates, but things kind of fell into place for you and Kalen. Do you feel like you're kind of gelling now as a tandem at the inside linebacker spots?
Definitely. Even with the before the injuries, I think that we were a cohesive unit from the jump. So I think that the experience that this gave us, it definitely helped that out a lot.
Does it make you feel a little better about next year too, that you guys are playing so well?
Right. Yeah, sure.
Tarique, where's the swagger come from that you and the rest of the defense kind of play with on a game-to-game basis?
The defensive staff, they kind of, the way we practice, the way we interact with each other, all of it, it's a certain expectation that we have for one another, and that's lived through practice and games, and that's how we carry ourselves.
Can you kind of take me into that or describe that interaction between the coaches and players during practice?
Let me see how we put that. Words. Stops, keep getting them more and more, and then we got to kind of put that together.
Tarique, I know it's a tough question, but with Coach Walters on the sideline every game anyway, Coach Boo with you guys all the time, did it feel like Coach B was out? Did you feel like you missed him while you were out there, or did you feel like it was just kind of normal business as usual?
I mean, he the head man. I mean, it's apparent that he's here, but in terms of the energy, in terms of everything else, right? That's all put in place. No, that definitely not. We have a great defensive staff, regardless of whatever. We have a great staff, so no.
Talk about shutting down the running game a little bit. I mean, really, until their last drive with that field goal, you guys stopped Tyler Gibson, really good back. Was that the game plan going in, try to shut him down?
Stopping the run, that's always a big part of the game plan. Like you said, we did a great job of that from this jump, but really shutting down their whole operation. Of course, that's how you win games. Defensively, that's how you win games. And, you just kind of got to keep priding yourself on that.